What's up, everyone? This is Silver Slayer, and welcome to your daily 9 p.m. silver stacking video. Thank you for tuning in. And ladies and gentlemen, right now, I want to offer you an opportunity to win some silver. Yes, that's right. Click subscribe. Click the entry video link in the description. May the luckiest stacker win. Now, gold and silver, platinum, palladium, they've all had a very interesting year, to say the least, or actually interesting last couple of years. We saw silver down to $11 in March of 2020. $11. Then had an incredible return. Silver was the number one performing asset in 2020. It beat gold, it beat stocks, it beat everything. Number one. But then this year, a lot of other crazy stuff happened, to say the least. And then silver got pushed up to $30 from the Wall Street silver push, right? In 3 days, we saw silver up to $30, which was the highest price we've seen since $50 silver 10 years ago. And yes, think about that. 10 years ago, barely even 10 years ago, silver was $50. The average price for silver over the last 10 years has been $15. So if you are a newer stacker that has never seen a correction like this, that has never seen a dip or a sell-off, this might seem scary. You might be worried. But silver sitting at $23 is still an extremely high price. Still extremely high price. If a couple years ago you would have told me that in 2021, by the end of the year, silver would be $23. If you would have told me in 2021 silver would have hit $30, I would have been ecstatic, because we've been used to $15 silver. I remember when silver broke above $20 in 2016, me and my channel celebrated like it was the Super Bowl, because that was insane. $20 silver was not a normal thing, because last time we saw it was a decade ago. So you have to put things in perspective. If you're not planning on selling right now, then the price down right now is nothing. It's meaningless, except to the fact that you can buy silver for cheaper, right? Now, I found an article. It's actually a very good article that I dug up some stuff, right? I wanted to find something different, something interesting, and I definitely found that. Absolutely zero reason to panic about the gold and silver price smash. Now, this was posted 2 weeks ago, and it has to do about this time, right, during this whole, I guess, silver bear market, or I guess you could say the collapse of price since $30. Yes, gold is outperforming silver right now, and I mean that's probably what anyone could have guessed, since the gold to silver ratio went from 126 to 1 in March last year, when silver was $11, to nearly 78 to 1 or whatever. I mean, yes, gold has to have some type of bounce back. And that's what we're seeing, especially since what silver is benefiting from isn't really happening yet. Keyword is yet, though. So anyways, the link to this article will be in the description. It's really good. It's going to talk about some stuff, and I'm going to add my 2 cents in on top of that at the end of the video, just talking more about panic selling and how to take the emotional attachment out of investing. Because if you are someone that's very worried, very panicky, very skittish, always the catastrophic doomsday type of perspective on things, do you think you're going to have the same type of I guess, profits or success compared to someone who's cool, calm, collect, plays the field, smart, plays the cards right, just takes a step back and looks at things no, the person that's finicky and skittish, they are going to make a lot of irrational decision making, and they're not going to have anywhere near as I guess, safe or as smart or as rational of a foundation to their strategy as someone that's comparing to being cool, calm, and collect. So anyways, I just wanted to mention that as well, because it is important. And this could even play into your home life. If you have a lot of stress with your wife or your kids or your job, that can translate into your strategy, because it's all the psychological approach, how you perceive things, your decision making. A lot of people don't think about it like that. So there is one primary reason why there is absolutely zero reason to panic about the gold and silver price smash, obviously executed by usual suspects, the cartel of the bullion bankers this past weekend. In fact, one of the last times such a large dump of synthetic gold selling hit the futures market on a typically very low volume trading Sunday evening, during which prices are easily manipulated, of course. Below is the gold buying frenzy that resulted over the next few weeks in Asia. Is the raid over after this big time hit? Not necessarily. So why would I state that there is absolutely zero reason to panic about gold and silver price smash? Because this is not the metric on which your focus should be set if you have been properly investing into gold and silver. If this price smash has put you into a panic, then it is guaranteed your gold and silver wealth preservation strategy is not on point and is full of flaws, because I guarantee you that anyone with a sage strategy puts this event on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being no concern at all to 10 being completely panic mode, at a level 1 event. And yes, if I'm not planning on selling my silver for 10, 15 years, then why in the world would I be worried about the price being low right now? It's just an opportunity to buy silver for cheaper. If I want to go to the store and buy something, wouldn't I be happy if it's on a discount, if it's on sale? Why would I be mad? No. Simply put, since every one of us with, a sage for gold and silver knows that executed price smashes is in synthetic derivative gold and silver markets can never as adversely affect our strategy in the manner that it wreaks havoc on paper assets. There simply is no reason to lose much sleep over the types of event that was executed over this past weekend by bullion bankers. And if he's talking about this event, just talk about this whole situation that's been happening. We also firmly recognize that should we ever allow ourselves to get caught up in the smoke and mirrors game, that we will always make the wrong decisions at the worst possible times and prices, instead of clearing away the smoke to understand the games being played to avoid making any unsightly and untimely knee-jerk decisions. If you've been watching my videos for the past couple months, I've made probably 3 videos on big bankers getting their employees sent to prison for price manipulation. Just made one yesterday. And a couple of weeks before that, I made another one. JP Morgan was the video I made yesterday, where they got caught not only price manipulation, which is called spoofing, placing false buy orders on the exchange, canceling it before it goes through, but also racketeering, some serious stuff. But not only JP Morgan, we also had Merrill Lynch in the news that I covered a couple weeks ago, where 2 of their employees got sent to prison. And before that, more of JP Morgan, the Dutch bank. I mean, it's been going on for years, decades, but now it's more punishable crime. Now it's not just a slap on the wrist and a fine. Now people are actually getting sent to prison. But regardless, that's what's happening. If you understand that one primary reason I referenced above as to why no panic is called for in reaction to this gold and silver price smash, then you already know exactly how to proceed over the next couple of weeks in reaction to this event. However, should you not know the identity of this primary reason and would like to know, you should also desire to know about the possible levels for lower lows that have not yet been set in synthetic gold and silver markets, and access the 2 special bonus podcasts, blah, blah, blah. We're not going to talk about the podcast. But anyways, in the meantime, blood is only running in the streets for gold and silver investors that have yet to grasp the game the billion bankers play, while in the parallel world devoid of illusion, the intelligent path ahead for gold and silver strategists could not be more crystal clear. And I like, do you see why I like this article? It was very weirdly written, but he got the point across, right? He definitely got the point across, and I like the angle he took. And I do wish he would have went into a little more explanation of silver's future, the true value. I guess he did hint at that. Is if you're a true silver stacker, then you know silver's price is nowhere near $23, and that's a steal. If you're a true silver stacker, you know that even if prices are low right now, even if they go lower, you should not be worried. You shouldn't be worried. Take that as an advantage. But the thing is a lot of people, a lot of silver stackers are new. A lot of people hopped on this silver bandwagon from Wall Street Silver. They hopped on from the Wall Street Silver Brigade, the bandwagon. And while that is fine, they just are not used to seeing a correction. Most of them started buying silver at $30. So if they bought silver at $30, that's their entry point, and now they see silver down to $23, you could see why it might be a little scary, especially if some of them hopped on thinking we're going to push $30 silver up to $3,000 silver. You could see why this could be scary, thinking that the raid failed, the short squeeze failed. But luckily, a lot of these people are not looking to just get rich quick. These people do genuinely understand silver's value. They genuinely do understand that the dollar's worthless, hedge against inflation, and silver for life. They're not selling, and that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. Most of these people right here are just buying more and more and more right now since the price is low. They're not panicking. They're not making posts saying we made a mistake. Or these people are all celebrating and showing their stack and how excited they are, right? So you can see the different type of perspective people could have. Some people freak out. Some people, it's glass half full, glass half empty, and that's exactly what this is. The psychological aspect of investing is extremely important, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important. Your psyche, the way you handle things, your mental state, is directly going to affect not only your entire life, but your entire life to the point of even your investments, even how successful you are. I really hope people understand. And I usually try to make these types of videos when I see the most panic start to set in. When it first happened, let's go back to the chart. When it first happened, let's go like 3 months ago. See this, it was at $28 and then we see this dip to 26, right? This is when I knew that we were going to start to see some hesitation. But a lot of people thought this was short-lived and we were going to go back up. But see this waterfall effect? It goes plateaus, drops, plateaus, drops, plateaus, drops, plateaus, drops. That's how we know that silver is getting panic sold. It's people are selling. Yes, there's people that buy. Yes, a lot of us are still buying, but there also is a lot of people that are panic selling. And that's what scares me. And it's not scaring me for the sake of silver. It's scaring me because I don't want them to sell in fear due to lack of education, due to the lack of the fact that they don't understand the markets or they don't have faith in silver, because the people that are selling at $23 in a year, 2, 3, 4, especially 5+ years, are going to be kicking themselves in the butt, wishing they could buy silver at $23. And we're going to be doing the same thing, right? Right now, one of the main reasons that silver's price is lower is because of the dollar index. The FOMC, Federal Chairman Jerome Powell, announcing interest rates and quantitative easing, which is QE, talking about moving forwards and how people are starting to have faith in the dollar, which has a direct correlation to gold and silver prices. When the dollar's high, gold and silver's low, and vice versa. So if the dollar's higher and it's looking like people are starting to gain strength in the dollar, then yes, it's going to be bearish for precious metals. But how long is that going to live? We know the dollar's lost 98% of its purchasing power. We know that the United States is $29 trillion in debt. We know where the dollar's headed. So why start to worry when we know what the end result is and has been for 5,000 years? Gold and silver coming out on top. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this video up here. If you thought this video was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to smash the like button. I post daily videos every single day. Make sure you also subscribe, click the bell, click the link in the description. That's my entry video. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Slayer. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.